Chevrolet's 2018 Silverado Centennial Edition shows a major truck evolution since the brand's first pickup debuted in 1918. Leslie Kendall, curator of the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles, said, "It's night and day." 100 years ago this January, Chevrolet introduced a Series 490 light delivery. The Series 490 was a stripped-out passenger car that replaced its body with a pickup bed and added stronger springs to cart crops from farms to the city. Its four-cylinder engine made 24 horsepower. Customers paid $490 for the privilege. By contrast, the 2018 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Centennial Edition is a 5,300-pound truck that comfortably seats 5 passengers and tows nearly 6 tons. All Centennial Editions have heated leather seats and an off-road suspension package. The engine is a 5.3-liter V8 with 355 horsepower. Its starting price is $55,000. The Series 490 came just 6 months after Ford created the segment with his Model TT. Together the two trucks kicked off the fiercest and most successful rivalry in automotive history, Kendall said. Today, the Silverado is the top-selling vehicle in the General Motors portfolio. GM sold more than 585,000 Silverados in 2017, good enough for second place among all passenger vehicles, according to industry research firm Autodata Corporation. Chevrolet has sold an estimated 85 million trucks since the launch of the Series 490. Kendall said, "The early trucks were beyond basic. They went from strict utility to personal vehicles, then to lifestyle, and then the highest means of self-expression. The 100-year milestone is meaningful to Chevrolet." The company celebrated by hosting loyal customers at the Chevy Truck Centennial event at Texas Motor Speedway in December. Alan Beatty, president of General Motors North American Operations, told Trucks.com, "Trucks have always been really the heart of Chevrolet." Inside the Speedway, the public tested towing capabilities of new trucks and crawled up steep inclines in the off-road Colorado ZR2. Retired NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. spoke about his first car, a Chevrolet C10 pickup. He also introduced the all-new 2019 Silverado 1500, which was flown in by helicopter. Many of those in attendance have owned several Chevrolet truck models in their lifetime. They raved about the brand's toughness and dependability. Martin Gallegos, a longtime Silverado owner from Round Rock, Texas, said, "They've never let me down. If I won any other truck in a lottery, I'd sell it and buy a Chevy." The automaker also showed off its Silverado Centennial Edition. It featured the same shade of midnight blue and retro-style Chevrolet body badge found on trucks from nearly a century ago. 1 month later, Trucks.com tested the Centennial Edition pickup. It embodies the monumental shift that pickup trucks have undergone in the past 100 years. The truck's standard 22-inch wheels and LED headlamps glistened in front of the main entrance. The Silverado Centennial has chrome on the tow hooks, door handles, side mirrors and running boards. A trip to the Peterson Museum, which displays important vehicles throughout automotive history, showed a stark difference between the Spartan trucks of yesteryear and modern-day style and flair. Kendall said, "There's so many embellishments you never would have seen years ago. Its full leather interior, vibrant large touchscreen and standard Wi-Fi connection are a departure from the interiors of the historic trucks Kendall passes in the museum halls each day." He said, "It used to just be a bench seat. Modern pickup trucks are among the most well-appointed vehicles on the road." Automakers have stuffed new models with more luxury and technology as consumer preference shifts from small passenger cars to larger light trucks, a category that includes crossovers, SUVs and pickups. The average transaction price of a full-size light-duty pickup truck in 2017 was $40,070, a higher price than the average vehicle on sale at $31,781, according to market research firm J.D. Power. That's also a sharp increase of 23.5% over the past 5 years. In 2012, a pickup cost an average of $32,444, according to J.D. Power. Pickup trucks and other large vehicles are extremely valuable to automakers because they generate higher profit margins than smaller cars. Ford sold 800,000 F-Series trucks in the U.S. in 2017. Due to its robust mid-size, full-size and heavy-duty lineup, GM is nearing 1 million annual truck sales. The Silverado and its GMC Sierra sibling, combined with the mid-sized Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon, sold 948,909 units in 2017. The stakes have never been higher. Though trucks have changed from their blue-collar roots, they have always been tough vehicles that can't handle anything, Kendall said. At the Centennial event, GM carted passengers in historic trucks around the streets of Fort Worth, Texas. The experience tied the common threads between the older models and newer ones. A vintage 1926 Chevrolet Superior Series X pickup, completely original but for an aftermarket starter, rode on wood spoke wheels, and its open-air cabin created chilly conditions at speed. An all-black 1956 Chevy 3100 step-side glistened with unmistakable styling and a wooden bed lined with metal slats. A two-tone 1978 Performance Classic Custom demonstrated the quandary of combining a modern 335-horsepower V8 engine with 40-year-old steering and braking components. Though all three of the trucks now live quiet, climate-controlled lives in the GM Heritage Center in Sterling Heights, Michigan, each seemed ready to haul a load. That go anywhere and do anything reputation has made pickup trucks extremely desirable for generations, Kendall said. Despite its flashy add-ons and plush appointments, the 2018 Silverado Centennial Edition has the same basic principles as its predecessors. He said, "It's gotten more luxurious, but you can still haul a hell of a load in this."
The third-gen Honda Pilot ushered in a new era for the now 15-year-old SUV. A brand new platform, a sleek new design, and plenty of added tech transformed the formerly rugged CV into something more upmarket. Now, after just 2 years on sale, Honda is already prepping a refreshed version of its successful 3-row. New spy photos show the updated Pilot testing, hiding its new face underneath all that camouflage. The image, admittedly, don't give us much to work with in terms of styling, but we know that the grille, at minimum, will be updated, and possibly the taillights, which are also partially covered up. The Pilot will reportedly borrow most of its new styling cues from the Accord. In the cabin, don't expect many changes. The Pilot already comes with an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. Most of the body goes unchanged, as one would expect with a mid-cycle refresh, but under the hood we should see some changes. The Pilot is expected to add a hybrid or plug-in option for 2019, as will the Odyssey minivan, borrowing its 2-motor powertrain from the Accord Hybrid. The standard version should still feature with the same 3.5-liter V6 found on the current model. In the current Pilot, the 3.5-liter V6 with variable cylinder management produces 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. Most trims compared to a standard 6-speed automatic, but the range-topping touring and elite models use a 9-speed gearbox instead. The new Pilot will make its debut later in the year, and will go on sale as a 2019 model year. Rumor has it that the SUV could be joined by a smaller sub-Pilot offering, potentially reviving the Passport name, but that remains to be seen.
A new sighting of one of the very first Tesla Model 3 with dual motor adds to the mounting evidence that the automaker is about to release the all-wheel drive powertrain option to the new electric vehicle. Last month, Electrek reported on Tesla registering 19 Model 3 VINs with dual motor powertrain with NHTSA in the latest batch of new VINs. It happened right after the Tesla Model 3 dual motor powertrain design leaked in the latest Design Studio update. Then earlier this month, Tesla registered a new batch of Model 3 VINs, bringing the total into the 11,000s, and 2 dozen of those Model 3 VINs were registered with the dual motor powertrain. Now a few weeks later, the first Tesla Model 3 dual motor all-wheel drive was spotted in the wild by Ryan McCaffrey. He wrote on his Twitter, "I spotted number 8370 in the wild this weekend in San Francisco. It's red with 19 inches sport wheels, if you're curious." As shown by the Model 3 Vehicle Identification Number, VIN, decoder, the 8th digit represents the type of powertrain and the number B means a dual motor. It's also the highest VIN spotted in the wild. Though as usual, it doesn't mean that Tesla has produced 8,000-plus Model 3 vehicles to date, since the sequence appears to often be broken during the production ramps as Tesla tweaks the production and builds test vehicles, like this one. In the latest Model 3 online Design Studio update, Tesla says that the first Model 3 dual-motor deliveries are coming in spring 2018, which could technically mean as soon as next month.